Hello everyone, I'm Ikari and this is the 66 Classic Skyrim mod review. It is also the first video to be released not only on YouTube, but also on DTube. Let's see how good this new platform is. Anyway, the mods totally went hardcore on the immersion this time. Seriously, some of them are so immersive, I couldn't even believe such a level of immersiveness is even possible. You just have to see this. Come on, let's do this. Okay, the first mod already starts pretty damn high on the immersiveness scale. Immersive World Encounters by Set. This mod is all about encountering all kinds of random stuff in a very immersive way. It modifies some vanilla events to be more immersive, but also adds over 50 new random events to the world. There is an MTM menu where you can set the chance of those events, which kinds of events you want to happen and which not, and so on. The stuff you can come across can be something very simple, like a guard from a different hold wandering around. Maybe he's just going home, or to visit someone. Or you could find one of the different factions wandering around and doing their thing. Like the companions doing their contracts, for example, just like they did in the vanilla game, at the first time you met them. Of course, the best part are the more complicated encounters, which come with interaction possibilities and even voice acting.
I'm training, if you didn't notice. Mother forbids me to even touch a real weapon, but I'm almost a grown man. I can handle myself.
If you meet this fellow, for example, you will be able to decide whether to bring him back home to his parents or to take him with you and show him a thing or two about fighting. Mini-quests like this one sure bring new life to the lonely, empty roads of Skyrim. The only problem is that those encounters sometimes have a habit of spawning next to monsters. I often saw them being killed before I was able to get to them. I mean, this is not a flaw of this mod, of course, but rather something that can happen depending on which monster mods you have, and so on. I wonder if it's possible to give them some kind of short spawn protection, like in MMOs. But one way or another, this mod certainly did not disappoint. It absolutely lives up to its name. This mod was already pretty immersive, but it's nothing compared to the next one. The immersiveness levels of the next one might be actually too high for the most of us to even fully comprehend. God Statue by Kendra. Oh my god, literally, I can't believe my eyes. He is here! The Almighty Creator himself appears before us to bless us with the shine of his majestic grace. This mod replaces all the Talos statues in the game with the perfection of the one and only Todd the God Howard. Truly the most immersive mod to ever be created. Full stop. Now we can worship a real God among men.
He who is both man and divine!
Yeah, you tell them, Heimskar, now is the time. Now we can finally kneel down and worship the creator of all. Almighty Todd, share your wisdom and knowledge with us mortals and give us the Elder Scrolls 6 faster. But seriously, what a great mod. Now we can pray to Todd the Almighty no matter where we are. What the hell? Why is the statue in the Temple of Talos not replaced? What kind of blasphemy is this? You better fix this fast, Mr. Modder, before angry fanatics put you on a cross. Also, the Temple of Talos needs to be replaced with the Temple of God, obviously. Actually, all the divine statues can be replaced. Why the hell do we even need them if we can have Todd? The next mod is of course not on the same level, but it is still very immersive. Cinematic Dragon Soul Absorption by Edmond Noir. This mod was released for the special edition a while ago, so it's not that new, but now we have it here too. This mod aims to make the Dragon Soul Absorption more glorious and closer to the E3 video. There will be epic music, yelling, explosions and badass poses. Of course, it's also highly customizable. During the installation you can remove the music, choose the effect of the explosion and the animation. And if you don't like to yell Dwarvenic every time you get a soul, there are also some different voice options. Yeah, I guess he decided to go all Goku on the Dragon Soul in this one. There are also female voice options too, of course, or you could completely disable it if you prefer. So yes, definitely a cool way to get your souls. Okay, who plays a sneaky archer, please stand up, because next we have an absolute must-have for stealthy characters. What is this? What is this? What is this? I'm gonna tell you what this is. It's a box. A sneaky stealth box by Sir Jammed. Yes, finally! I mean, it's about damn time!
Kept you waiting, huh?
Why did it take so long for somebody to make what is literally one of the most famous game mechanics in the whole history of video gaming? It's just like the original, you can wear it. It will slightly increase the stealthiness as you move and greatly increase it while you stand still, obviously. Enemies will really just walk by without noticing. Just make sure not to stand in fire, because wood is kinda flammable. Oh my god, so it's not only immersive but also realistic as well, and obviously lore friendly too! Absolutely deserves the stamp. Remember the Armour infiltration mission from the vanilla game? This is how it's supposed to be played. Should really have been part of the vanilla game. Seriously, what the hell is Bethesda always thinking? Let the poor modders do all the heavy lifting. Well, now it's fixed. Oh, by the way, let me introduce you to my new friends. This here is Arethys, a Dunmer mage from Morrowind. She can be found in the new Gnisis Corner Club in Windhelm. She will be responsible for the thumbnail and armor showcasing today. Since she is a mage, she comes without weapons by default and uses all kinds of magic in combat. She is actually really strong. And here is one more, Budy Wolf Companion by Chukaku, who can be found in Jorvaskar in Whiterun. A big and fluffy looking wolf. A really great model, looks very realistic. And yes, he really is quite big, even for a wolf. Do you see this? Now if we only had an eye patch for the wolf, it would have been perfect. Seriously, it's not like I planned this. This kind of stuff always happens on my channel on its own. I am blessed, I'm telling you guys, I'm blessed. See, I said it, I'm not doing it on purpose, but it looks like it's time to remember the basics of CQC. Unarmed Pack by Tony Stalk. An animation pack for all the unarmed animations and movement. All the animations look pretty good, if you know what I mean. The sneak attack looks like a shoryuken, and the heavy attacks, badass taekwondo style kicks. Good stuff. Okay, before some metallic bipedal automatons start showing up, we should go and get some new weapons and armors. Starting with this one. Stormcaller by Willidran. Very nice, a weapon from Infinity War. This will look very good together with my Thor armor. It's available as a one-handed and as a great axe. The textures of the handle part could use an update, but other than that, it sure is a cool weapon. And we also have something for ranged combat, Dwarven Boltcaster by Cat Jill. A really huge badass crossbow. Imagine how hard it would actually be to reload this thing. There is a smaller, compact version too, however. I thought there was no droppable model at first, so I put them into this weapon rack for display. There is also special ammunition for those weapons, the quad shot and the siege bolt. And later I actually found the one I dropped from the inventory, but for some reason it was like 50 meters away. don't know what happened there. But let's see this bad boy in action. Yeah, the aiming is a bit hard in first person, but who cares as long as it looks awesome. The quad shots are actually 4 regular bolts, and the siege bolt is a fucking spear. So obviously lots of damage on both of them. And now let's take a look at some armors. LeBlanc Armour and Hairdo, another one by Red P, for CBBE and UNPB. The hair is an actual hair again, and there is also an eye paint tattoo. Yes, so this is one of those skimpy mages. No, it's legit, I can explain. They lack physical strength, but needs to be agile and mobile in combat, so that's why they wear almost nothing. And the protection obviously comes from shield spells, everybody knows that. The outfit is highly customizable too, every part is separated. And there are even some optional damaged parts, because, well, this one even I cannot explain. The next one is also a rather exotic outfit, Nier Automata Armor Set 2B and A2 by Dint999 and Fireball. I'm very sure this has already been released in other places, or at least something very similar. But yeah, can as well review it. There are a couple of different boots to choose from for those outfits, but the real highlight here are the physics. Not just the usual jelly boobs and ass, but also actual clothes and hair physics. That's always cool. A2 looks kinda damaged. I really have to play this game sometime. Oh, and there is also one sword included, a katana called Virtuous Contract. Well, it's been a really good haul so far, but we're going to make it even better. We are going to pull a really juicy quest mod on land. Valley of Outcasts by Battleaxe Studios. The quest starts as soon as you enter the Dead Man's Drink in Falkreath. There we'll find an interesting new NPC.
Sensible enough. Prefect Willar Woodstrider, former Imperial Ranger. Long live, etc., etc. I got out about a month ago, after 8 years of service. Saw some action against the Stormcloaks, but most of what I did was clandestine.
This guy makes a very good first impression, with lots of well-acted dialogue lines. His story sounds lore-friendly and believable, but of course he also needs our help. At first the whole thing sounds very generic and boring. Let's go kill some bandits in a cave.
Alright, let's have some fun! They're holed up in a large fortress in the Jeralls, a ways west of here, near the border with Hammerfell.
Well, he seems hyped enough, so we follow the good man to a nearby cave with bandits who obviously have to get in our way. So of course we have to... Yes, this is a very on-point description.
Malvair's practically running a damn army. I get it, you're more skilled than 10 bandits put together, but we need to fight smart here. Even if we can take them head-on, it's safer.
Fortunately, Villar has lots of immersive dialogue along the way to keep us entertained. And soon we arrive at a huge, beautiful valley with an impressive-looking fortress. This is where things get really interesting. I mean, we still have to kill lots and lots of degenerates, but the battles are actually lots of fun. Villar keeps surprising us with well-crafted dialogues, and soon we are already storming the actual castle and taking care of the main baddie.
I haven't fought like that since this one time on a farm outside Alinor. Oh, actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about that. Imperial secrets.
From here on, the castle will officially be yours, and you can start turning it into your base of operations. Villar becomes your steward and helps to manage things.
First thing we're gonna need to do to get this place up and running is hire some new muscle. Off-duty grunts are better than laborers any day.
And there is a lot to do. The castle is basically empty at this point, so you have to invest into hiring guards and laborers, equipping them, building new objects and establishing an infrastructure, furnishing this place, and so on. Everything is done really well. You will see the place grow dynamically, new NPCs will arrive and start immersively follow their daily schedules. There are many voiced NPCs with lots of immersive dialogue.
I grew up in Markarth, and I served sword since I was just 14. It's taken me to Citadel, Morrowind, Hammerfell, High Rock, and every hold in Skyrim.
They will also engage in conversations with each other from time to time. There are even 2 possible spouses of each gender somewhere along the lines. At some point the residents will start approaching you with their own little quests, which eventually lead to something big. And depending on your decisions, there are also different endings. I have not played through the whole thing, but from what I have seen, it's an outstanding quest mod, to be honest. And this right here, this really makes me angry. Good quest mods are very rare nowadays, and I hope the review will raise some attention. And this is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the show. The links to all mods are as always in the description below. Don't forget to endorse the mods you like. And if you think the review was cool, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more. I thank you all for watching, and see you around.